Hi, my name is Aaron Zapata. I'm a licensed California real estate broker. And recently, I took my independent company and we transitioned to Real Broker. Maybe some of you have heard of Real Broker, many of you have not, but it is the fastest growing real estate company in the United States. And so I thought I'd put together a presentation here answering some questions that I get all the time. Why would you, Aaron, as an independent real estate broker, with all that freedom and all that fun and all that everything, choose to join Real Broker? So here are the reasons why I chose to join Real Broker, even though for the last 10 years I operated as an independent brokerage. The first thing I decided to do is to join Real Broker is because of compliance. With the constantly changing environment that we're in, compliance work is becoming a bigger and bigger burden for the brokers of independent companies. And we know that takes time and effort to make sure you monitor it correctly. And I decided it was time for me to let go of the back end office side of running an independent because I wanted to focus on things that I love. Another reason is administrative costs. Being an independent broker is costly. It costs me a lot of money to hire staff, to process paychecks, to work with compliance, to handling HR issues, insurance issues, all of those things. Those administrative costs were a big part of my expenses when running an independent. And now that I've joined Real Broker, they handle the insurance, they handle the processing of commission checks, they handle the compliance work, and it has allowed me to reduce my overall costs while running a team. The next thing, I wanted to focus on what I love. And I love sales. I still sell. I'm an active selling broker. I love listings. I love buyers. And by releasing the back end duties of my brokerage, I am able to focus more on selling and training. I love my team. I love my agents that have worked for me for the last 10 years. And I wanted to be able to focus on them and focus on sales. And I'm 3 months in, and my sales are much better than they were in the last 2 years running a growing company. So I'm excited about what that means for me and my team as we continue to grow now that I get to focus on sales and training. The next thing on my list is that joining Real Broker has a lot of earnings potential. I've never been a part of a company that did a revenue share program, so that's new to me. I didn't come from a background of another company that was offering that. And so the model appealed to me because it was a brokerage that rewarded productivity. They didn't want to just collect a lot of licenses. Licenses are great, as you know, if you're an independent, but if they don't produce, they are not great. And so the way that Real Broker has established their earnings and the revenue share, it allows us to really focus in on attracting agents that are producers. And that's their whole goal is to have a company that is full of producers who do work, who sell real estate, and then all benefit. Some of the other earnings potential is that as an independent, I was able to come in underneath a very competitive commission cap structure where I could offer a great split or a cap to my team members, better than what's available to an independent agent when they join Real Broker. And so that's what we chose to do, is many of my agents were given the choice of what their cap should be. And that gave my agents say in the transition. So I still get to make money as the team leader. My agents that were previously with me are still paying a percentage of their commission checks to me as their team leader. And so I still have the earnings potential of a broker, now the revenue share potential of the broker, and something that I've never had before, which is a stock option as an earnings potential also for me. So there are 3 ways now that I get to have earnings potential as an independent broker. And that was a big concern of mine. And I think any independent broker has to be honest with themselves and ask that question, is like, can I make as much money or more going in this direction? I believe that in the short run, the answer is I'm making a little less. But in the long run, it has huge upside potential, far greater than anything that I was able to do as an independent. So I'm excited for that. And that earnings potential is also available to my agents, which I could never offer them as an independent. The last thing here, not the last thing, but the next thing is that it's a great opportunity for my team. You see, joining a national network allows for excellent training. The Real Academy, which is their online training classes, are live. They're recorded so if you want to watch them later, but they have great classes, 2 to 3 classes per day. So if my agents now need training, I'm not the only training resource for them. They have an entire school available to them through the Real Academy. National networking is amazing. The referrals going back and forth within our system are amazing. I've already benefited from multiple referral opportunities. And then also their systems, their CRMs, their transaction management system, their reporting system, all of those things are very just intuitive. And my agents at any time can open up their app and they can see how much they've earned, how much they have left till they cap, when their renewal is, how much they've paid to E&O, all that kind of stuff. Everything is at their fingertips, which I love that system. And the last thing is inspiration. Being a part of a growing company is exciting. Being part of a company that has inspirational leaders is exciting. And even for me as the leader, being inspired is exciting. So again, that's another reason why I, as an independent broker, decided to go this way. And the last one here on my list is their white label program. I was able to keep my branding, keep my type fonts and everything like that, and add Real to it, as opposed to having to completely switch over. That's one reason why a lot of agents and a lot of brokers haven't heard of Real, because Real wants independents like me to continue to operate in our communities under those names, because we have legacy names, we have brands, we have things that we've poured our hearts into. And this gave me the ability to keep my brand, to keep my heart, to keep my, my culture, my team culture, and to continue to operate under a whole new framework in which to grow my team. So those are the top reasons. There are other reasons, but these are some of the main reasons why I joined Real Broker. And if you want to get a hold of me, let's say you have some questions, the best way to reach me is actually on my Instagram account. I would encourage you to go to @AaronZapata on the Instagram account, start following me. I usually follow back. And then when you send me a message there, I can monitor it and I can connect with you and provide you one-on-one answers and things like that. So I want to encourage you, reach out to me as an independent broker who made this transition now 4 months ago. It has been a fantastic decision. I waited to do this video because I wanted to get my feet wet. I wanted to dive in, and I've closed numerous transactions underneath their brokerage, and it is not their brokerage anymore. It is my brokerage. It is the company I work for and I represent, and I'm excited that we have made this change. And you may be considering the change as well. And let me encourage you, ask a lot of questions. Look at your options. I did. I considered 4 or 5 different options, and this was the best one for me. So if it sounds like it might be the best one for you, give me a call. Let's talk about it. We'll set up a time. I'll answer all your questions. I'll tell you everything I've learned, the good, the bad, the onboarding processes. I can help you with some of the hiccups along the way, I'm sure, and would definitely like to connect with you. So connect with me on Instagram or send me a comment somewhere, and I will follow up with you, and I will get back to you, and we will connect. God bless you. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching my video.